Hello everyone, I hope everybody's doing okay. I've been sick the last few days. Went to the doctor today and it turns out I have a really bad respiratory infection and I have laryngitis. So my voice is going to be really scratchy. But I'm going to try to get this video done and I hope y'all can hear me. It says here in the 3 letters from Teddy, sometimes, not too often, fortunately, there will be 1 or 2 students to whom the teacher just can't seem to relate. I believe that is true. Teachers can't relate to just everybody. Everybody has their own situation, just like anybody else. All the students, they have their own problems at home and in the classroom, and all you can do as a teacher is just try to not to want to get along with every student, but at least still try to understand and try to treat all students with respect. And let's see, there wasn't a child I particularly liked that year, but Teddy was most assuredly one I disliked. Yeah, I'm sure that when we become teachers that there is going to be a student that you really don't like. Like it says here, like he was dirty and not just occasionally, but all the time. As I can read and stuff, and my experiences and from my own childhood, being poor is not easy, and not having enough money to buy all the necessary things like good clothes and all that stuff, it's understandable and stuff, and it's really hard for teachers, especially teachers who have come from pretty decent backgrounds, to understand kids that have a really poor upbringing, and we shouldn't count that against them. As teachers, we should try to help them as much as we can, which is what the teacher in 3 letters from Teddy, eventually she did start helping Teddy. She found out a little bit more about his personal life, and says here, I stayed every afternoon with Teddy from the end of the Christmas holiday until the last day of school. That is really a good idea, a good thing. Some students need to have that little extra hand. I know I wish I had a teacher like this back in my day when I was younger. I struggled a lot because of dyslexia and ADHD, and back in the 90s, teachers still didn't understand those things and stuff, and weren't taught how to deal with children with those problems, and so I can relate to a lot of stuff that Teddy went through, and it is really good to have a teacher that tries to put in that extra effort, like this teacher did with Teddy, and look at what happened to Teddy. He became an MD in the end, and so you just don't ever know, and that kind of, you don't know what the student is going to end up after they graduate or after they grow up. All you can do is just try to teach every child as best you can. Like in the parable of a child, it says, every young person who walked through his classroom became, for him, a future world leader. all students should be treated as if they're going to be world leaders or doctors or teachers in the future or whatever, firefighters, policemen, anything, that you just don't ever know. Even people who go into like animal training and go and end up working in animal shelters or whatever they end up doing in the future, dog trainers, even those are important. And it's a good thing for teachers to try to treat all children with respect, treat them as if they are going to become something big in the future, and just, try to do as best you can as a teacher and as a person, and just don't judge the students just because of what they look like or because of the clothes or how they smell. Just take in the effort. If the child is wanting to put in effort, then give them that extra hand. And if a child isn't trying to do effort, still try to give them an extra hand, because you never know. Like with me, back in my past, I didn't have teachers helping me, and it's been a long, long road, and now here I am trying to become a teacher. So you just never know about what students are going to end up becoming in the future. So the lessons and stuff you can definitely learn from both of these is pretty much the same in the end, is to treat all students as if they're going to be somebody big in the future. And I guess that's all, because my throat's starting to hurt, and good luck everybody.